Coming up, Tzu Chi volunteers in China, Malaysia, and Taiwan are raising environmental awareness in their local communities. We follow what the Taiwan government is doing to help consumers avoid purchasing C-stand buildings. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Mary Lee. Thank you for joining us. In Taiwan, following 2 successful surgeries at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, Chen Tuanzhi from Xiamen, China, can finally step out of the hospital ward. And on March 22nd, Chen visited DaAi TV's Hualien office and experienced what it feels like to be a news anchor.
Accompanied by her mother and Tzu Chi volunteers, Xiamen care recipient Chen Tuanzhi, who has already undergone 2 surgeries, can finally leave the hospital ward. Other than feeding fishes in the pond, Chen also takes pictures for the volunteers.
I haven't touched the ground since I came here. It feels like I'm walking.
Next, Chen Tuanzhi and volunteers visit DaAi TV's Hualien office. Curious about everything she sees, the assistant manager Ling Da-qing takes the time to answer all of Chen's questions.
Monday is Hualien because we have 4 Tzu Chi hospitals in Taiwan. Everyone takes turn doing the show.
Chen Tuanzhi also visits the studio to experience what it feels like to be a news anchor. Seeing herself on the TV, Chen breaks into laughter, bringing happiness and joy to those around her.
The visit to DaAi TV has taught me many things. It was a rare opportunity. I am extremely happy.
Signing a Tzu Chi song with the volunteers, Chen promised to perform in front of everyone in the near future as a way to reciprocate the love and care she has received in Taiwan.
Though Taiwan may boast to have one of the best healthcare systems in the world, there remains many people forgotten by society who are still in need of quality medical service. Thus, Tzu Chi's medical volunteers continue to carry out their free clinics.
At Xiangyu Special Education School in Taiwan's Taoyuan County, students nervously ease into a dental examination chair as Tzu Chi volunteers' comforting words conceal the rattling of instruments.
That all the bodhisattvas demonstrate Tzu Chi's humanistic values.
Tima is here to provide a free clinic. Though dental service is the most challenging to carry out, it is also what students need the most. In the morning, 38 students will sing.
They help clean our teeth. I'm really happy.
They helped clean and check our teeth. We also played together. It was really fun.
For those awaiting their turn, volunteers also prepared activities such as drawing or group activities to keep the students entertained. The carnival-like atmosphere provides another form of therapy for the students. Meanwhile, at the Jinsi Hall in Kaohsiung, volunteers get ready for a free clinic in Liugui's Baolai. As always, care recipients are treated like family. As the medical staff carry on with the examination, pharmacist Yang Zumao checks on each prescription. Yang makes sure the right medication is issued while paying attention to the doctor's diagnosis. Realizing certain drugs are in short supply, Yang immediately heads back to restock.
We have to bring along medication because they don't have any.
Volunteers also deliver medicine and lunch boxes to solitary seniors, which brings Yang to tears.
Everyone will eventually grow old, but we are very fortunate. Look at these seniors. They don't have anyone who looks after them.
In Taiwan's remote mountains, solitary seniors rely on no one but themselves. Even with their pills in hand, some may not take them properly.
Senior care is more than simply providing medical service. That's just a small part. Say it is noontime and they are just lying there alone without anything to eat. Who is going to take care of them?
Thus, Tzu Chi continues to deliver quality medical service to those marginalized and forgotten by society, to let them know there are those who still care.
The United Nations just issued a warning on the impact of global warming and climate change on Monday, which makes it ever more important to practice environmental conservation. Throughout the world, Tzu Chi volunteers are actively raising environmental awareness by visiting offices, homes, and schools in their community, and also inviting people to visit their local Tzu Chi educational recycling centers for a hands-on learning experience.
Golden yellow flower beds stretch over the horizon here in Zangpu Township, in Jiangsu's Kunshan City. Just like the blooming flowers, environmental awareness is also blossoming in this scenic water town. Responding to the call of the local environmental bureau, Tzu Chi volunteers are visiting elementary schools and kindergartens to teach students the importance of recycling.
This is quite necessary. There's a lot of knowledge to be learned. Cherish our environment and don't litter.
Our school has always had its own health education and environmental awareness programs, and we want to incorporate the activities you devised into our curriculums.
At a local Tzu Chi educational recycling center, such knowledge is also being passed down. Learning about environmental friendly enzymes for the first time in their life, some 50 young pupils from Suzhou Qinfeng College and their parents are here to learn how to make a difference.
When I go back, perhaps I can try to make some enzymes by using discarded vegetables and fruit peels. Also, I can start sorting my trash and save the recyclables.
Children's education is something that I feel that cannot wait. And by coming here today, I realized that recycling is the second thing in life that cannot be put on hold.
We're heading over there, the area that we just passed, to collect recyclables from each home.
Meanwhile, in Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers head out on their scooters. Today is the monthly recycling day in this community in Senlang Police. Residents know that they only have to leave their recyclables outside, and Tzu Chi volunteers will promptly collect them.
Everyone here is confident that Tzu Chi will help those in need, including those patients who need dialysis. So it makes me very happy to give them the recyclables I've collected.
Volunteers have been promoting recycling here for 5 years. Residents now actively donate their recyclables and also take part in sorting. Although the blazing sun leaves everyone bathed in sweat, they are full of smiles.
It brings me great joy to do this. I don't feel hot at all.
In just 2 hours, the recyclables completely fill this big truck.
It's like one big family. Look how cordial they are. Wherever we go, residents know we represent Tzu Chi and we recycle.
Push outward with your thumb, then pull right here and out it goes into there. This here is discarded. Get it?
In Taipei, Taiwan, a group of college students are learning to take apart a cassette tape. Though this is his third trip, Wu Zhonghan says he is still learning something new.
In truth, recycling is quite a profound study. It encompasses so many things. So whenever we come here, we are sure to learn something new. By learning to make the best out of these resources, we can minimize development and extend the usage of these items.
The Neihu Tzu Chi Educational Recycling Center is also where the famed Tzu Chi relief blankets are produced. Here, students learn empty PET bottles still have many uses.
The PET bottles come in 3 colors, which are green, blue, and white, and each has different applications. They can be made into cold weather apparel and blankets to help people in need.
Next, at the bicycle generator area, several students try to generate electricity by paddling. Cai Yingmei realized she failed to light up the light bulbs because she could not pedal hard enough.
Having just tried out the bicycle generator, I realized how much work it takes to generate electricity. Whereas at home, light just comes on with a flip of the switch, so we should really cherish our energy.
节约能源。
Whether in China, Malaysia, or Taiwan, people everywhere are learning the importance of environmental conservation. More importantly, they know that it does not take a lot for them to start making a difference.
Anyone can recycle and help the planet as long as they want to. Later, we meet an octogenarian in Malaysia who lost the use of her left hand when she was young, but remains committed to conservation. First, however, we go to the bustling Wufenpu in Taipei, Taiwan.
Situated in the middle of this bustling shopping district in Taipei, this ground-level storefront was the clinic of deceased Tima doctor Cai Zhongxian. Thanks to his donation, it is now a Ciji recycling station. Here, volunteers gather to carry out Ciji's work while socializing. Many become lifelong friends in the process.
The top of my glasses is for distance vision, while the lower part is for near vision. Sitting alone at home is too quiet, so I thought I would come hang out.
Whenever she comes back from abroad, she will surely come here. She's a hardworking bodhisattva. I admire her very much.
In a day, the collected plastic bags can reach the ceiling, while there are also many brand new clothes lying around, courtesy of the nearby shops.
The shops here at Wufenpu are really generous. Perhaps some items have a little blemish or don't sell well. They are then donated to us. We have a lot, skirts and everything. They are very pretty but smaller in sizes.
The station also provides a blood pressure measurement station to safeguard residents' health. The 65-year-old senior visits every day, as documented in her notebook.
I came to shop. I get my measurement every day.
I roll them up, flatten them down, then stack them like so. Afterwards, I tie them up like this.
Meanwhile, in Butterworth, Malaysia, the senior who can no longer use her left hand properly due to a venomous snake bite during childhood remains dedicated to the environment for a reason.
Ciji volunteers saw me scavenging and saw all the blisters and lesions on my face, mouth, scalp, and everywhere except my internal organs. They sympathized with me and told me to visit their liaison office for a subsidy.
Grandma Xu is a solitary senior who scavenges for a living. Once, she developed a serious skin disease, which left her incapacitated. It was then that she met Ciji and began receiving its aid. Besides offering monetary subsidies, volunteers also check on the senior on a monthly basis. Though over 80 years old, Grandma Xu remembers each volunteer's name.
I am so happy that the volunteers visit often to check on me.
For someone who is in their 80s, she really knows how to cultivate blessings.
Though living a simple life, Grandma Xu has a smile that warms people's heart.
In Taiwan, there has been much concern regarding the issue of buildings constructed with concrete mixed with sand from the ocean. To help home buyers avoid purchasing seasand buildings, the government and the construction industry hope to establish a traceability system for all building materials.
If I want to sell my materials for a cheaper price, I can put in less concrete. I can use recycled sea sand or desalinated sea sand from China. These are poor quality sand and gravel. If I want to make money, then I wouldn't use high quality materials.
In the 1980s, tens of thousands of houses were built in northern Taiwan, and many are suspected of using concrete made with sea sand. For the past 30 years, problems related to sea sand buildings have been a running issue. In 1995, the Taipei city government established a plan to protect citizens' rights. However, there are still many sea sand buildings in Taipei city that have yet to be discovered.
We want to encourage those that are currently living in sea sand buildings to come to us, so we can conduct damage assessments and provide them with needed help.
In the past 5 years, more than 26,000 new houses have been built in Taipei and New Taipei cities on a yearly basis. However, there are rumors that imported sea sand was used in some of the building projects.
When purchasing a pre-sale home, make sure to buy it from reputable developers. Furthermore, we will also test the level of chloride ion in the concrete.
In 1995, Taipei city government passed a law requiring developers to pass a ready-mixed concrete chloride ion test before proceeding with construction.
This booklet in my hands has the inspection application form of a new building project. It has the testing reports of radioactive and the quality of ready-mixed concrete that will be used in each floor.
We will be using 10 grams of concrete in our lab test. 1 cubic meter is equal to 2,300 to 2,400 kilograms. We want to test the amount of chloride ion in the concrete.
Inside the lab, researchers are busy conducting lab tests to determine the content of the concrete. The report can later be used when assessing sea sand buildings or even as disaster prevention reference for public construction projects.
According to government standards, only 0.3 kilograms of chloride ion content is allowed in 1 cubic meter of concrete, but this rule only applies to new ready-mixed concrete.
At Liwu River in Hualien County, trucks load up with river sand that will be then transported to northern Taiwan. According to Hualien County Sand and Gravel Association, high-quality river sand can be found in 7 rivers in the county.
Waves have washed gravel and sand into this river. Those that are left behind are the best building materials.
To make sure the quality of concrete, Hualien County government and members of the concrete and gravel industry plan to establish a concrete traceability system.
Even the content of a bottled water is clearly labeled. How come we don't have label for houses that cost more than $300,000? It is important to have a traceability system for architectural concrete.
Before builders proceed with their project, we hope they can provide the source of their sand and prove that no sea sand was mixed in the concrete.
Currently, we don't have a good system to monitor the construction process in Taiwan. We hope the government can come up with a plan to solve this problem.
As a traceability system for buildings has yet to be established in Taiwan, to avoid purchasing a sea sand building, home buyers must remember to ask developers to provide proof in the contract as evidence for possible claims in the future.
In Taipei, students from 4 vocational high school culinary programs have been gathering every week for the past 6 years to bake bread and pastries for solitary seniors. To date, the program reached out to a number of 6,000 seniors.
Flour, sugar, yeast, eggs, and milk. All these ingredients are carefully mixed under the watchful eye of this baker. After the dough is ready, it is kneaded into shape before chocolate cream cheese frosting is added on top. Despite only being high school students, these bakers in training hold themselves to exacting standards of professionalism and precision. Today they move with extra care as some of today's goods will be donated on behalf of senior citizens.
I think it is quite special. The bread I baked will be sent to solitary seniors. That means the things we are learning here can be shared with others.
I feel very happy knowing that people think my baked goods are tasty and they won't have to sleep on empty stomachs. That makes me happy.
Every Friday, this group of students meet in their school's baking classroom. As what they will be baking today will be donated to charity, the students choose carefully.
We will choose softer breads, ones that are easier to eat for seniors.
Accompanied by volunteers, these students then hand deliver the bread to the homes of seniors. Every handmade bread and cake is full of love.
All of them are so tasty. I almost can't bring myself to eat them. I put them where I can see them, and one piece will last me 2 days.
It is like seeing my own grandfather and grandmother. This time I came personally and saw how happy they are to receive our bread. That made me happy as well.
In the process, we're learning how to care for and accompany others.
With seniors receiving much needed love and attention, and the young learning of the joy of giving, both sides are left fulfilled and happy.
More on young people making a difference in Taiwan, a group of students involved in Harvest 365, a nonprofit organization, has begun a campus tour to inspire other students across the island to follow their dreams.
All those kids that think never could I have a chance.
Harvard graduate Jeremy Lin's unexpected winning performance on the basketball courts in 2012 was made into a documentary. In January of this year, the film Insanity, with the help of Harvest 365 and other organizations, was shown in different schools around Taiwan, inspiring students from remote regions to not give up on their dreams.
When we visit schools, we find that by interacting with the students, they will be inspired by our passion and love, and later in turn be inspired to do charity work as well.
Currently, there are more than 1,000 college students involved in such events. Many of the students know firsthand what it feels like to receive help.
I'm a survivor of the 9/21 earthquake, and since then I have joined in several rescue efforts with my parents. When we have the ability to help, we should lend a hand when possible.
For example, when we hand them our promotion bracelet, they give me a big smile, like they have received the greatest present in the world. Their smile gives me a boost of confidence, and it inspires me to visit more schools to promote our campaign.
The biggest reward comes from the smallest areas. Besides volunteering, these young people next plan to recruit 3,650 friendly and moving smiles to envelop Taiwan. In Malaysia's Penang, Tzu Chi volunteers organized a training seminar for DaAi mothers from 6 Tzu Chi kindergartens across the country. At the event, the mothers seized the chance to share their ideas with their counterparts.
你在喝的时候，就是把它转到9点的位置。
Here in Penang, Tzu Chi volunteers organized a training seminar for DaAi mothers from 6 Tzu Chi kindergartens. During the event, trainees seized the opportunity to learn from each other. Several participants traveled long distances to attend the seminar. Among them is the principal of the Tzu Chi Johor Bahru Kindergarten.
I saw what DaAi mothers have done for our students. Their team lead the parents and those who are willing to help carry out Tzu Chi's educational missions, just like what Master Zhen Yan teaches us.
One of the DaAi mothers, who was an elementary school principal before she retired, has come to realize the humanistic touch of Tzu Chi's educational missions.
For me, to teach students at the elementary level, we give them clear instructions that they shouldn't disobey. However, at the Tzu Chi kindergartens, I've learned that we need to show our love and patience in caring for the students.
Thanks to the DaAi mothers' love and patience, children across the nation have found themselves bathed in the great love of Tzu Chi.
At the end of the show, we leave you with these images of a can held by Tzu Chis in China for disadvantaged children. Goodbye.